Off to Caldwin's Bridge, sir. We'll get our sleep later. Just climb aboard when you're ready. What do you think, Corvo? Caldwin's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Dunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right, we'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive, he's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole of Dunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know? Here we are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those funds.
Curfew means ain't nobody allowed to be just wandering about, except us guards.
Yeah, I know. But if we do see someone, then what? We say something? Remind them about curfew?
You don't remind them. You chase them down, and you give them a severely deadly beating is what?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Severely deadly beating. Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress? I don't need shit from you.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwin's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Another night, another patrol with you.
Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol.
You always amuse me.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
curfew. How is anyone supposed to...
Well now, Mr. Pratchett. Even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs...
I smell bones in the pylons, blood beneath the stone blocks, and I building the structure.
Crawling all over everything.
I see.
He spies on his neighbors and reports to the overseers.
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
Before coming on duty?
Yeah, he came through earlier. Made us all touch the charger and left for the lead.
Good. We can't lose any more men with arc pilots. Touch the charger before your shift when the duty officer runs it by, and the arc pilot will fry you.
Those things give me the willies.
You'll be thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker. It'll be fun to watch them turn the... Set up the alarm! Sound the alarm!
Seen anything scary? Bug someone else. What the? Play it off, Howard.
fish bait now.
Many seek the bridge for solace. Ruined men, abandoned women, and plague victims have all left from here. The crushed minerals, the farm animals, the vials of liquid mysteries. All these and more are necessary for his experiments.
What, them wheels? Yes. Such a wondrous symbol. Love watching them turn and turn. What, them wheels? Yes, around and around, like the cycle of life. Such a wondrous symbol of progress.
Huh? Present yourself. Don't make me find you. Find you, whoever you are. Demonstrate your failings. Keep your eyes peeled.
Nothing else will grow if there are river crusts nearby.
Stop! I see you guards! To me! Get behind you! Come on, please! Get it!
Beat him to the house. Just love watching them turn and turn. What, on wheels? Yes, around and around, like the cycle of life. Such a...
Down!
Say so.
I know you're here somewhere, scum. Check everywhere.
Nothing after all.
Where are you?
I just love watching. Very bad indeed. Should the factory shut down on launch? Yes, sir.
find a way to keep these rats off me so that I can get out. Take care of the rats, please. Thank you for helping me. I thought it was safe. There were rats. So many rats, completely infested. I know some folks aren't superstitious, but I swear, the rats showed up after a man came through, waving around an amulet of some kind. It looked like it was made of bone. But he's dead now, like the others who were living here.
look about you, Grayson. You haven't been thinking again, have you? No, sir. Nothing. I was just wondering, if Sokolov is testing elixirs on the play, why is it he always asks for healthy citizens? I mean, if you follow my meaning, sir. Huh?
I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. As for Test Subject 312, after the characteristics... Damn it! God! Someone! Help me! Help! Someone help! I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me... I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. What? How did you get past all the guards? Your tattoo is quite unusual. It is reminiscent of markings I've studied on cave walls far from the city. Who sent you? Piero? That jealous fool. There's no need to be his laphound. You and I can come to an agreement. One that I'm sure will please you more than anything Piero dreamed up. I can't say I'm surprised. I knew someone would come eventually. But you're not what I expected. There's no need for violence. We can be great friends, you and I. Will you join me and drink? Sit and talk a while. Come, we'll discuss your future. Money, women, whatever you want. There is much to learn from the stars for those fluent in their tongue. I could consult my astronomical charts. Is there no reasoning with you? Before you do anything rash, I think we can come to an agreement. It doesn't matter who sent you. Whatever they are paying you, I will double it, triple it. Well, money is not the only thing I have in abundance. Perhaps there are other rewards you seek. I see you are a determined man. Is there nothing I can offer you? Sir? Who are you? What is it you want? Money? Elixir against the plague? I don't know how you got past all the defenses, but I think I can assume if you wanted me dead, well, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
What is this? Thank you, whoever you are. He kept me in a cage, like an animal. The pain is horrible right now. So I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
remind you, it's gonna be bad. Where are you? How did I lose it?
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
The city's dead.
Royal physician himself. He made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off. They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well done, Cornwall. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Well, Mr. Sokolov has certainly recovered. A good night's sleep has left him with an appetite.
Circle has chosen T. Martin to be high. Let us all praise their choice. The dance of investiture will take place without delay. The renovation of Caldwell's Bridge.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. Okay. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock. I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion.
The young lady Emily was trying to sneak into your quarters while you slept, sir. I don't think she meant any harm.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be aware that looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense and will be summarily punished by officers of the watch. Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting the property
Good morning,
and rights
Corvo.
of others in these
I believe
trying
Sokolov
times
is awake now.
and preserving
The Admiral
silent
is with him
beauty
now.
of our fair
I'm
city.
sure they are ready to start on your arrival.
Say what you will, the royal physician knows his wine.
You require my unique services? We can quickly return to my shop.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait.
Royal physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
Bah! I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague. I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's time to put him to the question.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary. King Street brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me. I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never actually liked the Lord Regent.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be...